Hey, I want to take a second today to talk about the recent event where someone shot someone live on Facebook. Now, I'm not really going to talk about that actual crime so much because I don't like giving attention to these things. I especially don't like giving the people that did it attention. So this video isn't going to be about that. This video is more about addressing the people that are all over social media right now going, how do we stop these things from happening? How do we prevent this kind of tragedy? Well, I want to address those people by saying we can't. There's no way to stop this type of thing. This is a random monster that did a monstrous thing. There's just no way you can stop it. That's existed throughout history. As long as there's been civilization, there have been monsters that live inside of it that don't fit into those civilizations, are not civilized in any way. So we're never going to be able to stop it. It's the Cain and Abel syndrome. As long as people have been around, there's been some people that are just broken and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, there are long-term solutions that you could put in place to help slow down and reduce things like the systemic violence of gangs, or inner cities, things like that. Things where the violence isn't really a symptom of a broken person, but of a broken system. You could have better educational opportunities, better employment opportunities. All those things would help reduce things like gang violence, which really is the majority of our violence problems. Things like that. People that act out because of circumstance. That's the majority of our violence issues. But occasionally, there's just monsters. Now, you could have a chance at reducing a little bit the number of monsters by having things like better mental health care in this country. We desperately need better mental health care. But let's face facts here. I'm all for better mental health care. I'm a big proponent of it. But there are a lot of people in this country right now that need health care, mental health care, that aren't getting it. But only a tiniest fraction of them ever actually do something this horrific. So even if we're treating 90% of them, we probably wouldn't really reduce the number of them doing something horrific by that much. Because let's face it, it's already such a tiny percentage of them, and a lot of them that do these things would not have shown any of the classic symptoms or conditions that they would even be needing treatment up until they make a series of bad choices and suffer the consequences of those choices, or they have a series of unfortunate events and they just can't handle it and they want to blame everybody else for their problems, and then they act out. So even then you wouldn't be able to catch most of those people, even with good opportunities or good mental health care. It's just such a tiny percentage of the population that you really can't wipe them out. I mean, it's easy to take care of a rat infestation. You find the infestation, you poison them, and you're gone. If you ever tried to find a single rat in a field, almost an impossible task. And when you're trying to reduce the numbers of monsters in society, it's basically like trying to find that single rat in a field. So there's not much we can do. The only thing we can really do short term is to make it to where they can't be monsters so easily. Because these events always need two things. They need the monster and they need the victim of the monster. And the only thing we can do short term is stop being victims as often. Don't be so easily victimized. Be prepared. Be able to have a chance. It's like carrying a gun isn't about stopping every situation. It isn't even about thinking the situation is going to happen to us. It's about just being prepared if it does and having options, being possibly able to survive. And even that's not going to stop every situation. If everyone out there carried a gun, people would just adapt to how they attacked people. Me carrying this gun on my hip right now doesn't make me invincible. If I was standing at the bus stop buying a Max ticket or something and someone came up behind me and hit me in the head with a lead pipe and caved my skull in, my gun's not going to do me any good. So you're never going to be able to stop that kind of tragedy, period. Trying to stop it is just falling into the trap of the powers that be that want to make you afraid. They want to make you think there is a way to stop it so that you'll give them all the power they need to try and stop it. When there really is no solution to this. There really is no easy solution. So to those people out there like, how do we stop this? We can't. All we can do is have less victims. And the situations where the victim could have fought back, they'll be able to more often. A little old lady standing at a bus stop is easily victimized. A little old lady standing at a bus stop with a pistol, with her hand on a pistol in her purse, is not so easily victimized. So it's never going to take away all the violence, but if we have fewer victims, there'll be fewer instances where the monsters successfully prey on them. So we're never going to stop all of this. Period. Let's just stop acting like we're ever going to be able to stop all random acts of violence. Like I said, if you're a believer of the Bible, look back to Cain and Abel. It happens. We recently had someone turn up dead here who had their head caved in with a rock, as a biblical example. That doesn't mean we think it's going to happen to us. It is so rare. Let's focus on the fact that it's so rare. Let's not act like it happens all the time and it's this something that we can actually do something about, because it's so rare. It's not going to happen to the vast majority of us. Like I said before, carrying a gun or being prepared doesn't mean you think anything's going to happen to you. It just means you'll have options if it does. So we're not going to end all monsters. Monsters are going to be out there. All we can do is, when they rear their heads, be able to quickly take them down. And the best thing we can do is just stop promoting this notion that it's a morally superior thing to turn the other cheek, or it's, the civilized thing to be anti-gun, or it's the evolved thing to not believe in defending yourself or not even be able to defend yourself. That's not the case. Your best chance of living in the world is accepting the fact that bad things happen, understanding that the chances of them happening to you are almost none, but having options if they do. So if we want to stop the monsters, let's reduce the number of victims, and let's stop playing this stupid game like we can just erase evil from the world.